Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, all of that stuff. Make sure that you subscribe down below. Before we get completely into the video, I would love to have you here. I'm going to be doing a review of a foundation today. It's the Origins Pretty in Bloom Flower-Infused Longwear Foundation, and it also has a broad spectrum SPF of 20. This foundation actually is kind of concerning to me, and I talked about it on my vlog like a little bit, but you guys will know more by the time you see my vlog on Friday. But was looking at this foundation and I'm just like, flower infused, and then the side of it, it says it has 12 different flowers. Immediately my mind started thinking about, there are so many people that are allergic to flowers and just nature in general. So a foundation that's chock full of flower ingredients, flower extract, flower powder, I mean just so many flower seed oils or plant seed oils. So I went ahead and I looked up the ingredients that's on the packaging, because I was looking like on the website and nowhere do they say what are the 12 flowers. So it's almost like you have to know the scientific name, or you just have to look at, some of them are in parentheses, but a lot of them is just the scientific name of the flower. So I thought I would Google them and just figure out what flowers are in it, just in case. I don't know, I just think that's super important, especially for people that have allergies to flowers. So I will have on this side of the screen all of the flowers. So if you're allergic to any of that, I don't think you should try out this foundation. I just wanted to make sure I put in that disclaimer. There's actually some plants in it as well. So for example, there's citronella in this foundation. So yeah, there's not just flowers, there's also some plants in it. So I will put both the flowers at the top and like the plants that I found, as well as honey, and there's also brown algae in it as well that's in this foundation, just as a disclaimer so you guys know ahead of time. But yeah, I was just thinking like flower infused, that seems scary. I got it in the shade medium deep golden warm 540. So 540 medium deep golden warm. I think this might be a little too light. That's what I'm assuming. But I would much rather have a too light foundation than a too dark foundation, because too light foundation, I can apply bronzer to the outer portions of my skin and it just kind of looks like I have highlights in the center of my face. I'm not going to primer anything because I haven't been using primer lately. I haven't been feeling it. I feel like all of them are irritating my skin. Yeah, this is definitely lighter. So I'm going to use the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, and this was in their breast cancer awareness limited edition collection. Oh my god, look how light that is. What does it say? Medium deep. See, the thing is, so when oh, it legit smells like flowers. Okay, so the girl on the website, when I was looking it up, she looks like she's my skin tone. That's why I went with this shade. But now I'm thinking I should have went with, see, the one that's one shade darker is deep cool, and I don't have cool undertones. This is gonna work, of course, but it's definitely not a perfect match. Probably should have gotten deep with olive neutral undertones, which was 610 deep neutral. Yeah, that's probably the shade I should have got. Me putting this all over my face, I'm really getting scared. Like, I don't think I'm allergic to flowers or anything. I think I'm allergic to dust. That's the only thing I feel like I'm allergic to. I don't know. I'm just thinking putting a bunch of flowers on your face could not be good for anybody, whether you're allergic or not. I'm wondering if this is going to cling to my dry patches. I have dry patches right here on both sides of underneath my mouth, and it seems like it's kind of clinging to it, but not bad at all. Milk Makeup Flex Concealer, and I'm going to set my makeup with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. If you're new to my channel, I like to let you guys know the cream products that I'm going to use and the setting powder, because it can make a difference on the longevity of the foundation. So I finished applying the rest of my makeup. I finished it around like 12:15. It's way later because I ended up filming some other stuff. It's not itchy or anything, which I was thinking it might be just because of all of the flower ingredients in it. But again, I'm not allergic to flowers, so I wasn't expecting that. But I was kind of concerned on the citronella, so I don't feel any itchiness, or I don't feel weird or anything like that. So the foundation is sitting pretty nice so far. I do think though, if you have dry skin, you might not like this one, because I do have more dry skin just because of the weather change and because I actually have switched up my skincare. which I will be doing an updated skincare video soon this month sometime. Yeah, so my skin is actually more dry than it is oily. I do still kind of get oily around my nose area, but it's on the drier end. And so you might not like this foundation if you have any dry patches. It's not that it clings to it really bad, because just looking at my dry areas, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks better than how it looks without any makeup on, because when I don't have makeup on, it's like ashy there, but you can't really tell. But I will say that because it's not super dry skin friendly, it's also settling into fine lines. My smile lines are already starting to crease, and this was before I even started talking. Like when I was filming the stuff, it was before that. When I wasn't saying anything, it was starting to settle. So it hasn't gotten worse from talking, but it definitely is creased there. So I'm gonna keep this on as long as possible, do some flashback tests and all of that. So just stay tuned to see how the foundation wears throughout the day. Hello guys, it is 4:04 p.m. Let me turn on these lights so you guys can see a little better. So it's been almost 4 hours of me wearing this foundation and nothing has changed. Like, I'm not oily anywhere. Oh, that gave me some good light just then. But I'm not oily anywhere. I just have highlight on my nose, with my forehead, and everything is the same. I feel less dry down here than I did before, but I'm gonna show you guys like the dryness right here. It's catching on too on both sides. I mean, it's not terrible, especially far away or even like this close to me. You can't really see. You have to like really be looking to notice it. So far so good with the foundation. It's holding up pretty well for 4 hours. My smile lines have not creased anymore than when I originally applied it, so that's really good as well. I am going to keep it on a little bit longer so you guys can see a full day of wear. And yeah, so far so good. Still not itchy or anything as far as like it irritating the skin. It doesn't feel like it's irritating my skin at all. So yeah, just stay tuned to see how it looks in a few more hours. So hi guys, it is 7:15, actually, no, 7:17, so a little bit after 7-hour mark. So I have you guys propped up on here, but I'm kind of thinking this maybe wasn't a good idea because the light is over there. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold the camera. But so I've worn the foundation for 7 hours. I did a flashback test in both with the lights on and with the lights off. There's pretty much no flashback. It might be a little bit when the lights are on, which is kind of odd. It's usually the other way around. But yeah, so that's pretty good. I actually like the way this foundation wore. If anything, like I'm slightly oily or dewy or whatever on this side of my nose. I feel like it's maybe a little bit on this side, but it's more on this side. But either way, I don't feel like it's super oily at all. I think the foundation wore nice. I do, however, think that the foundation is of course too light, so, but we already knew that from the beginning. So if we're foundation twins, I would recommend you guys to get Deep Neutral, 610 Deep Neutral, which is the deep with olive neutral undertone. So if you want to check out this foundation and we're shade twins, definitely try that one. And I feel like my face has calmed down as far as like the tightness around my mouth area. Definitely looks kind of crusty down here, so that's something to keep in mind, definitely. And it also did sink into my smile lines, and I think it got a little bit worse than from when I originally told you guys it creased. With all of that being said, I think this foundation is pretty good. I would say it's on the better end. Like, it's not a terrible foundation, it's a good foundation. So I definitely would recommend it if any of what I said resonated with what you're looking for in a foundation. It's definitely not a bad one. Let me know what you guys think about this foundation down in the comments. As always, make sure that you subscribe before you leave, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.